Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I've uploaded a video, y'all. I just been so busy. Y'all know I do hair and it is tax season, so everybody just been like ready to spend their tax money with me. So I just been super busy, and I was like, you know what, I made it a priority today that I was like, Faith, you gotta sit down and you gotta do a video. And so it's funny because I thought about this video, as you guys can tell by the title, it's gonna be a story time. And I was in the salon and somehow this story came up, and like literally, like I was crying, laughing. Every time I tell this story, like I cry, I die laughing. Like it's hilarious. It is really hilarious. And I'm pretty sure other people in this story probably don't think it was funny, but I just think it was so funny. And I was like, you know what? I have to tell my subscribers this story. Like, I have to. So, this is going to be a story about the time I left these people stranded, okay? So, what had happened was me and about, how many of us was it? Let me see. It was 5 of us, and we had took a trip down to Atlanta. It was like this big women's empowerment brunch type thingamajig or whatever. And so we had drove like one of like those big white vans down to Atlanta. And so we were on our way back, and mind you, hold on, wait. Mind you, the girl that went with me, she, like me and her, we would talk on Instagram or whatever, and then like I invited her to the event. So her actually coming to the event and like getting in the car and driving to Atlanta with me, that was like her first time meeting me. And oh my gosh. And then the other few, I knew one lady. So I knew one lady person, the one who actually like drove us down there. Like I knew her very well. Me and her went to beauty school together. And so, anywho, needless to say, we got in the car. We drove down to Atlanta. The event was absolutely amazing. And we were on our way back. So on our way back, anybody who knows me, I am like the worst person to ride in the car with on a road trip, because all I do is eat and sleep. So if I'm not eating anything, I'm gonna be asleep the entire ride. Don't ask me to drive. Don't expect me to stay up and talk to you. Like, I am going to be asleep. Oh my gosh, I got a cold. Whew. I don't know if I have a cold, y'all, or if I'm just allergic to makeup, because it seems like every time I wear makeup, my nose runs. But then again, oh, okay. But anywho, so like I was saying, anybody who knows me knows, don't expect Faith to talk to you in a car or like turn up or anything. Like, I'm gonna be asleep. That's just what I do. So you know, in those really big vans, right, you have so you have the driver, the passenger seat, and then you have like 3 rows. So since it was 5 of us, the lady who drove, she drove, and then her sister was in the passenger seat. I was like right behind them. I had my own row, and the other 2 girls had their own row right behind me. So it was 3 rows in the back seat of the van, right? So I wake up, like we get back, right? We get back to so the lady is dropping me off, right? So she wakes me up like, here, Faith, we're at your house. And so I wake up and I turn around to tell the girls behind me bye, and I don't see them. And so I was like, oh, you dropped them off already? Like, dang, like that was rude. Like, she could have said bye. I invited her here with us, and they just get dropped off and they don't say bye. They don't wake me up to say bye or whatever. Okay. And so I was like, oh, you dropped them off already? And she was like, she was looking at me inside like the rearview mirror, and she's like, what do you mean? And I'm sitting here like, her name was Celicia, and I'm pretty sure they don't mind me saying their name, but her name was Celicia, and I forgot the other lady's name, but I want to say we're just gonna call her Mo, because it was something with an M, so I'm just call her Mo. So I was like, oh, you dropped them off? And she was like, what do you mean? Like looking at me like, what? And I said, Celicia and Mo, they not back here. And so she was like, Faith, what are you saying? Like, she was getting mad at me. She was getting mad at me, and I'm like, okay? And so I like climb over the seat. So I'm like, and I see her purse and her cell phone in the seat, and I don't see her or Mo. So I'm like, oh shit. They not back there? Like, they not back here. Their stuff is in the car, so you didn't drop them off. Y'all not tricking me. Like, where they at? And so, mind you, it was like a 10-hour drive, right? So I'm like, they not back here. And she's looking like, what do you mean? I'm like, they not back here. Like, for real, I'm not joking. I'm thinking y'all playing with me. Like, they not back here. They stuff is here. So we left them. And mind you, like I told y'all, like, I fall asleep. I don't wake up for nothing. We had ate at the event. We got straight back on the road after that. So I had not woke up at all this entire trip, right? So I don't know where they at. Like, I don't know which state they in or how long they've not been in the car, pretty much. So she is like pissed. She's like, she was like, are you kidding me? I have stuff to do today. You know, I have a meeting in an hour. We don't know where these girls at. Their cell phones are in the back seat, so we can't pick up the phone and call them and see where they're at. And so I was like, you want me to ride back with you and look for them? She's like, no, because that means I'm gonna have to come back and drop you off, and that's just out the way. And so I'm trying not to laugh. Like, y'all, when it comes to serious situations, like, people hate me for this, but I be dead serious, but I be laughing in my mind. Like, I just be like, what do you want me to say? Like, ooh. I be like, but she was clearly pissed. I didn't want to bust out laughing because she was like clearly pissed, but I was thinking in my head, yo, the only thing that was going through my head was, there has got to be a God in heaven, because I'm so glad it's not me. Like, I am so glad it was not me, because if you know me, like, everybody who knows me knows I would have lost it. Like, I would have completely lost it. And so that's what I was laughing, like, oh, I'm so glad. Like, in my mind, like, I walked in the house, I didn't ride with her. Hold on, wait. So let me get back to the story, because I will get off subject. So she like pulls out like a gas receipt. And y'all, she stopped in the middle of nowhere for gas, right? She was like, let me see if they're at the last gas station that I stopped at. And so it was like in the middle of nowhere. And so she looks at the receipt, she calls the number, and it was one of those middle of nowhere spots. So of course the phone doesn't work. So it was like beep, beep, beep. So she's like, oh crap. So she was like, I'm just gonna have to, it was an address up there. So she was like, I'm just gonna have to put in the address and go. And hopefully that was the gas station that they stopped off at. And so I was like, okay, you want me to ride with you? She was like, no. So I'm going to the house, telling my mom, I was like, Mom, I invited this girl with me to this event. This is my first time meeting her. And we on the way back, and they not in the car. Like, we don't know where they're at, where she's going to go back, and she's going to see if they're at the last gas station that she stopped at. But we left them, like, stranded. Like, and I'm so glad it was me. So, like, finally, like, I'm laughing or whatever. So fast forward, she finds them, and then I get to finally talk to the girl. So she's back. I talked to her, and she tells me that pretty much they hopped out the van to go use the bathroom, both of them. And she said that they hopped out the van to go use the bathroom, and when they were coming out, Tamika had already drove off. Like, so they seen her driving off. And so she said they were yelling out of the van like, wait, don't leave us. And she said at first they was like, okay, she's gonna be back in like 5 minutes. Like, once she realized we're not in the car, she's going to come back. She said, Faith, she was like 5 minute pass, 15 minutes pass, 45 minute pass, 2 hours pass. And she was like, she said at that point we were like, oh, because mind you, it was like the crack of dawn. She said it's the crack of dawn. And she said She said, she said, I didn't know nobody's number by heart because I didn't have my phone. She said, so the only number I remembered was my ex-boyfriend's. So she said, I borrowed the phone. She said, I called and called and called him. She said, of course, he don't answer his phone because he don't know the number. It's like a long distance number. And she said, so finally he called back like hours later. She was like, hey, she said she had to get him the password to her Facebook to try to find like my Facebook or Tamika's Facebook to like message them like, look, we're stuck, or like, look, we're stuck at this gas station. So she talked to him, and so I guess he got up there on her face. Y'all, she had to have her ex get into her Facebook, like get to her Facebook to get Tamika's number so she can contact her and tell them, look, y'all left us. So she get in contact with him. So like, I guess like on Tamika was headed there anyways. So they was able to call or whatever. So they was at that gas station that she was headed to for the receipt or whatever. And like, I had talked to Tamika after that, and Mo was pissed. Like, to this day, that happened a while ago, and I don't think she still talks to her like ever since then. And every time, like, when I talked to the girl, my friend that I invited, when I talked to her, I was listening to her, you know, tell me a story, and I was just like, yo, like, I had to tell her, like, look, I'm so glad it was not me. Like, I am dramatic. Like, I'm a drama queen. My mind literally thinks the worst. I would have thought somebody was gonna take me. My heart would have been pounding. I don't have my phone. Like, y'all, like, for real, like, it's serious. Like, one time my phone was not working, and just me not having a phone. I had my car, everything was fine, but I just did not have a phone. So if there was an emergency, I wouldn't be able to call nobody. So being stuck in the middle of nowhere at the crack of dawn at this rinky-dink little gas station with no cell phone, I just, like I said, I know it's the God that got his hand on me, because I would not have been able to take that. I would not have been able to take that. Like, I cry laughing every time I tell this story, because I just cannot believe that happened. And so she said, she was just like, you know, we was running after the bank. She said, and went to like 2 hours past, and y'all didn't come back. We were just like, oh shit. Like, yo, I don't even know what I would have did. Like, I probably would have had to eat something. Like, I probably would have been like, look, I would have got me some Doritos, a honey bun, something to drink, and I would just have to sit there like, look, I'm sorry, I'll pay you whenever, but and she said, like, the men in the gas, she was like, there's a man that came in there, he was looking like, dang, they just left y'all. They just left y'all. And then, like I said, she had just met us, so she ain't know my number by heart, like, nothing. Like, that story is hilarious. Like, I just cannot believe, because I don't know what I would have did. Like, had that been me, I don't know what I would have did. So, yeah. But anywho, like, me and her were good now, and every time I see her, like, I'm like, girl, remember that time? Remember when we first met? And it's crazy because me and her got the same birthday. Like, me and her were Pisces, and like, she better than me, because I don't know, I probably wouldn't have messed with me after that. Like, chick, like, I don't know you, and you left me. Like, but I would sleep. I sleep through everything. So God forbid, you know, the house on fire, because my tail is gonna be asleep. I didn't even know they got out of the car. I didn't know we stopped at a gas station. Like, I didn't know nothing. I couldn't tell you nothing. Like, had something happened to them and the police had to question us, I would have been like, we left. I woke up, got back home, they weren't there. I wouldn't have been able to tell you what they had on. I wouldn't have been able to tell you when they got out, where we stopped. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't have been no good if something had happened to them, because I literally sleep. So yeah, I don't think she gonna be like, me and her cool, but I don't think she would ever go on a trip with me if I ever asked her to. Like, cause that was crazy. Like, I would have been pissed. Like, I would have been pissed. I probably would have had a heart attack. I probably would have passed out. I probably would have been crying. I probably would have peed on myself. I probably would have shitted on myself. I don't know what I would have did. Like, I really don't know. All I can say is, I'm so glad it was not me. I'm so, like, I hate that happened to her, but I'm just so glad it was not me. But anywho, yeah, so that was the time that I left people for stranded It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. Y'all should have said something. Y'all should have woke me up like, Faith. Actually, it shouldn't have wake me up, because even if they would have told me they was going to the bathroom, I probably would have been like, okay, went back to sleep. And then by the time we drove off, I wouldn't have even known that they didn't get back in the car, because I probably would have fell back right to sleep again. So yeah, so lesson learned. Don't get out the car, go to the bathroom without telling somebody that you're going to the bathroom. And don't count on me, because I'm not gonna be no good. Like, but yeah, I'm just so glad it was not me. All right, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you like this video and you want me to tell you more stories, like I'm gonna tell y'all, I got stories for days. So much time. I got stories for days, for real. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, comment below, and let me know what you would have did if it was you. So all right, I will see you guys in my next video. Oh yeah, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. All right, bye guys.